What did you used to do in the evenings down the road? Did you used to have to sort of, you know, stand on the doorsteps? Like
They used to, people used to sit on the doorstep till 11, 12 at night, sitting on, because that was so hot the weather was, because I was never allowed out.
No.
I was always abed.
So people didn't have sort of street names like they do now. They had row numbers, did they?
Yes,
Everyone
went over row 1,
yeah.
2, 3 and 4, and, you know, went across
to
the quay and Middlegate Street.
So nearly
Mrs. Fenn was born in Middlegate Street.
So nearly all the rows were bombed during the war, weren't they?
Yes.
They were all lost. And you still lived in the house that was bombed after the war, didn't you?
What, down row 3?
Yeah.
Yes, so they found me a place, because the bombs come through the top, right through my top place, and I don't know what I lost, because I never went up to see.
So where did you used to live after the war then? Downstairs?
What, in Wells Street?
No, in row 3.
Oh no, we used to have our bedroom.
Yeah.
But we couldn't use the attic.
No.
No. Next door neighbour, she made flame, so she got money, but I didn't, because I didn't know what I lost.
Well, did you, were they all knocked down after the war?
Yes, I believe they were.
Most of them
down
were,
that road, yes, because Granddad was only saying the other day, you know, the places down the roads, you wouldn't, there's hardly any roads left now.
And then they built all the houses like down here, and then you got a lot more room, really. You got a lot more room here than you've ever had, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
Because, I mean, when you lived in there was only how many rooms?
One room down, and one big bedroom, and then another flight of stairs.
So really, when you moved down to Wellesley, that was the first time you'd come out of a row?
Yeah.
You always lived in a row?
That wasn't a bad house.
Now the Market Row, has that always been had shops?
Market Row?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's always been shops down there?
Yes, lovely shops.
And then the Broad Row?
Broad Row, yes.
There's always been shops as well. Why those two rows always been shops, is it?
No, there used to be some old colonial shop, and there used to be Lipton's all down there, Maybole, and everything down them rows.
And people have allotments instead of gardens, because there seem to be a lot of allotments on the old maps.
Because they used to have allotments over Carmel, because this used to be a car park.
Yeah, but what about where Rosie's is now, next door?
Well, I think that was all car park.
And you used to get on pretty well on the roads, didn't you, with everyone? Everyone got on well with each other?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Where were most of the shops when they were all roads?
All in Middlegate Street and King Street.
Yeah, and that was the main sort of shop.
And Friars Lane, there used to be some there. There used to be a lot of shops in Middlegate Street and that.
You remember quite a bit about the road?
Yes, and the old tar, what they call the tar house, where the library used to be down that road. And Johnson's used to be in Middlegate Street.
You remember?
Yes, because I remember some of the...
You're now going in your mother's front door. What was that like in the house you lived?
What, in row 3, 125?
Yeah.
Very nice. Open a gate, a long yard, and big windows. Wash house used to be over in the yard, and then there was a house, and as you opened the door, there used to be the stairs.
And then, what was it? You used to go up one flight of stairs.
And then there used to be another one.
Well, were they like separate bedrooms with a landing? Would there used to be a landing?
No, no landings.
They were just sort of open bedroom.
Open bedroom, no landings.
And who used to sleep on that level?
My granny and granddad.
Yeah.
And then my aunt and her husband used to, that was partition off.
Yeah.
They used to sleep in the
What was
other
the partition built of when they used to
like Beaver, what's the name? That was, what's the name? I suppose they done that when the house was built. That was like that. That's how big we used to go through.
Yeah.
And there used to be windows in that room and windows in the granddad's windows. And that used to be...
So if say you were drawing it, that would be like this, would it? You come up the stairs like here, they're the stairs.
Yeah.
And then this was the room.
Yeah.
With the windows there, say. And would there just be a partition across there?
Yes.
And where would the next set of stairs? You come up the first set here, where would the next part be? Where would the other flight of stairs be?
Well, in this first bedroom.
Yeah, whereabouts?
Just round, they used to shut the stairs door.
So there was a door across there?
Door there, and then you used to go up the stairs, open the door and go up the stairs.
There's some more stairs like here, was it? Straight up?
Yes.
And that was like the attic, where you used to sleep, and that was partitioned again, was it?
No, that weren't, no.
No, that was just all open.
4 beds on one floor.
Well, nearly all the houses like that.
No, some of them used to have three bedrooms, some of the houses down that road.
Yeah.
And what's the name?
There are some quite nice big houses.
Oh yes, yes, nice big houses.
What do you remember having to keep the house clean?
There was a bake office down the bottom of the road.
What do you remember having to keep the house clean? You know, what were you, did you have to do any chores when you were in the rows? You know, sort of, before you could sort of go out to play, did you have to clean up?
Oh yes, I used to have to scrub. My granny's windowsills downstairs was that width.
Yeah.
All bare wood.
Yeah.
They all used to have to be scrubbed too.
They all be scrubbed.
And all the stairs. Never used to have no stair carpet, nothing. Used to be white.
There's all white wood, right?
Yes, what you could eat off of. Yes, my granny was very particular. I was never allowed out. I used to have to clean knives and forks and spoons. She used to take in washing.
Yeah.
And when I used to come home from school, I used to have to take them clean pinny forearm.
Yeah.
Out to make the beds and empty the, chambers and out to the shop dinner, and then they used to get ready for school for 10 minutes to 2.
Yeah, and they were all clean and
lovely, weren't they?
And then you moved, didn't you? And you moved into what row was it?
Row 139. I went and lived with my aunt there just for sleeping.
Yeah.
And that was a decent place.
Yeah, that was all
yes.
Yeah. And then where did you move from there? Row 3?
Yes, but I was before I was married, I was down row 105 in a big house, in a big sitting room.
Yeah, who did you live in?
My mother and I used to live there.
So how many houses or rows did you actually live in? You lived in...
111, 125, 139 and 105.
Yeah.
And my aunt used to live row 107.
Yeah.
And I used to go down there and she had a nice house.
So the rows were quite wide.
Oh yes, some decent rows down there. As I tell you, there was only like that Kitty Witch's row. That was the narrowest row in King Street. All the other Maple Row, where the Maple used to be near all of the watchmakers.
Yeah.
Maple used to be there, and down that row it used to be all nice.
They were all rows all the way through the town, weren't they?
Yes.
There weren't no sort of big houses, but
no. There was no houses in the Market Row nor the Broad Row.
They were all shops, weren't they?
All shops,
Those have been shops, yeah. Well, how did you get a house in one of the rows? How did you find...
What, row 3?
Yeah.
What, when I got married?
Yeah.
My Uncle Benny told me about it. He knew the landlady, Mrs. Spenton.
Yeah.
And he said that the other lady was coming out and did I want it? Well, I thought, when I first looked at the house, I went on a Sunday afternoon and I said to my granddad,
what was it like when you went in there?
Well, it was clean, but there was something I didn't like.
Yeah.
Like, something that, because as we went out from our living room, there was a door, and then there was the stairs.
Yeah.
Well, on that side, that used to be a big cupboard.
Yeah.
And underneath, that was all concrete, and that was all like archways.
Yeah.
And I never did like that house.
Well, can you draw like it used to be?
No, I can't.
You can't. So you went in the door like that. There's the door. There's the row. That's row 3. And the door was there.
Yes.
So you went in there. So what was that?
It was like a big pantry.
As you went in the door, the front door.
No.
No. Go from the front door.
Into the to go upstairs. There used to be a door.
So there was a room here. That was your living room. As you come in the door, then was there another door?
Yes. Led up the stairs.
Yeah. Where was that? That's your front door.
Yes.
There. And where was your stairs?
Well, there's the room?
Yeah, that's the room, that is. That's as you come in. This is a row there.
Yeah.
There's your next door neighbours.
Yeah.
There's your front door. And there's your living room.
Yes.
So where was your stairs?
That way.
No, that's the row.
Oh, that's the row?
Yeah.
And what's this way?
That's the door. Look, you're walking down the road.
Yeah,
you come your door, and that's your living room.
Yes. Well, the door would be that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you went up there, and there were stairs. There's like a cupboard there, and stairs there, going upstairs.
Yes, going upstairs.
Yeah. And what was in the pantry? You used to keep all your stuff in there.
Yes, keep all the stuff in there. Used to be a huge one, and then they used to be like archways.
Yeah. How big were they?
They were pretty like that.
Yeah. About that size.
About 6 there was.
Yeah, all like big things like that.
Yes. On the concrete floor. Because they used to put all the bottles, because we used to have a man call around like the stones, ginger beer and stuff. So we used to keep that all in there.
Yeah.
That was a big pantry.
And what was the first thing that happened there that made you think there was something funny going on?
Oh, we sit there once and we had like things coming down the stairs, like fellas. And another time we sit there the curtains fell down.
Yeah.
Another time, I had a brass rod over a cooking stove, because they were old-fashioned cooking stoves, they're what you used to cook with. And the brass fell right down and broke my teapot.
Did it?
Yes.
And what, can you go right from the beginning of all the things that happened? Describe all the things that happened.
Well, that was what happened when I first went there. Seeing I had company when I got married, and we had the bridesmaids down and the best man all down. We all sit down, and someone says, no, someone touched, the best man said, someone has now touched my head.
Yeah. That's when you said you felt someone going like that, didn't you? And then you said something about seeing a lady. You saw the lady?
I did, when I went to the toilet.
Yeah. Where was she?
Like a goose. I see that, but another lady what come down and saw me, she said she could see this lady standing over the stool with a black dress and a white apron and that, stir and things.
Yeah.
But I never did like that house, never.
Well, do you know who the lady was?
No.
You didn't know who she was?
No.
What about the old lady who lived there before you? Where did she move to? Do you know what happened to her?
I think she died, or she went to live with her son or something.
Yeah. You said something funny happened to her about putting the wardrobe in front of the door.
Oh yes, when it wasn't when she used to lock all, her son used to lock all the door, and she used to put the things there, but when she came down the next morning, her front door used to be undone and all the things used to be moved out. And Auntie Flower used to say when she slept up that room once up the top, that she see someone.
But how many times did you sort of see this ghost?
Well, I didn't used to go up top, see much, but Auntie did.
Yeah.
But in this, out in the toilet, there used to be a big old cupboard.
Yeah.
Like, as I sit there, because you couldn't shut the door much.
No.
Because the toilet was like that, and you just put your feet there, but this cupboard door faced the toilet, and I could see someone stand all in white there.
Yeah.
I flew out. I said, I'm going there no more.
So how long did you live there for?
Well, I had Portmartyr Noel there, and I had your mother there.
But didn't you? I thought you didn't like. Couldn't you move out?
No, because see, I couldn't get a place not to. Seeing that's when I got bombed, when I got this house in Wells Street.